Okay, what is it with you and block? You've got life block, now you've got mind block. Okay, I'm gonna show you a technique. This is you, and this is the end of your block. Anyways, the spinning part almost had me having issues with, was it motion sickness? Thank goodness it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm trying to think of the movie that actually made me sick. Blair Witch. Blair Witch actually is the only movie in my whole entire lifetime that actually made me sick enough that I felt it for 12 hours after the movie was finished. So, that said, as to Mike Holmes, yes, I'm glad you actually met him because he is a very, very interesting individual. I've never had the chance to actually meet him, but he's active in charities, he's active in housing support, he's active with his Homes on Homes show that he does. That is his show, and that's where he helps people with disasters. Basically, contractors that do things so badly, under code, out of spec, on cheap, cutting corners, making things so rotten. Like people that if you'd like to meet them in a dark alleyway after they did the job to you, you'd probably bludgeon them to death with their own arm. It's that simple. He goes there and fixes those issues because these are homeowners that are almost to their wits' end, and if not, they're actually being hospitalized in a psychiatric institution due to chronic depression or manic panic. God knows. In today's society, if there's one thing I can't stand is people that do houses and they do a shoddy job. It took me a while to get used to my house because there's a lot of it that I loved, but a lot of it that I'm now finding out that I would have wanted differently. But that said, uh, any other people that I've met in my life that I've idolized? Yes, Michel Courtemanche, a Quebec comedian who actually signed a Canadian dollar bill, the last one in circulation, I think, because it's no longer in circulation. The $1 with my name with three N's and two K's, just because he wanted to be funny. I've actually had the chance to get a letter from David Suzuki. I've never met the man in person. I wanted to, a long time ago, I wanted to be a part of his team over at his headquarters. But he had no place for me. He couldn't employ me, and I wasn't really looking for employment. But nonetheless, he did send me a letter. It left a bad taste in my mouth, but hey, that's how it goes in life. You take the bad with the good. Unfortunately, it's only at this age of this step of my life that I'm actually looking more on the positive than the negative. Um, Other people I've met, oh well, people in the music community. Uh, I'm trying to think of the people I've actually met. I haven't had the chance to meet any big artists. Robert Mallet or Maillet, aka Kurgan, or the Acadian um, wrestler. The guy that, if you've gone to see Sherlock Holmes, who does the Dredger, or the big troll from 300 who gets decapitated, that guy I know enough to be able to call out his name and actually go shake his hand and ask him how he's doing with his family, but I don't spend time with him. Trying to think what else. I've met Canadian blues musicians, Sonny Rhodes, who actually sang the theme to Firefly from the TV series. He's an awesome man. Trying to think of Shirley Eichhardt. Michael Pickett, who's a Canadian harp player. Oh, Watermelon Slim. Spent 4 hours with the guy from his hotel room, had lunch with him, and then we had to split ways because he needed to go and do his own stuff. Trying to think who else. Nathalie Renault, who I actually had a chance to meet over at the Tree of Hope that we were having here in CCNB in Dieppe. Actually spent time. She actually got sideswiped by my mom's best friend, and she got invited to her hotel room, and she spent some time there. Actually, quite some time, I'd say 2.5 hours, chatting with my mom and with her friend, Francine. I could name on the people, but the fact that you folk exist, you're also your own star in your own right, and hopefully our paths will cross on one day so that we can shake hands and congratulate each other, and that's pretty much it. I could go on and on with the people I've met musically, and it would never end. I've actually had the chance to sit with people that have great talent and that took the time to actually share their time with me. I'm trying to think if it's Keb Mo. I think I actually sat down with Keb Mo, great bluesman. I didn't get a chance to sit down with BB King. He didn't want to spend some time, but we did talk to his press agent. Fun times. That and Buddy, what's his name, and the other fellers. See, they're a great Canadian crew who do a lot of great Newfoundland music, but they throw in a lot of humor into it. I hope you guys keep well and that the weather is not too nasty. Have a nice one. And don't spin so much around, please.